Following the monumental Greek victories at Salamis and Plataea, the Hellenic League shifted from a defensive posture to an aggressive campaign, aiming to dismantle Persian influence across the Aegean and liberate the Ionian Greek cities from Achaemenid control. The war's resolution was not a singular event but a long, grinding transition, marked by the Battle of Mycale in 479 BCE, which effectively annihilated the remaining Persian naval presence and secured the Aegean for future Greek maritime expansion. With the immediate threat of invasion neutralized, Athens spearheaded the formation of the Delian League in 478 BCE, a maritime alliance that would soon evolve into an imperial instrument, consolidating Athenian power and wealth through mandatory tribute from smaller city-states. The final major engagement occurred around 450 BCE at the Battle of Salamis in Cyprus, where Greek forces attempted to curb Persian power, ultimately leading to the disputed Peace of Callias, which supposedly mandated Persian withdrawal from the Aegean. Casualties throughout these decades were significant, with modern historians estimating that while Herodotus's figures were heavily inflated, thousands perished in the brutal, close-quarters combat of the phalanx and the chaotic, high-stakes maneuvering of the Athenian triremes. The geopolitical landscape shifted dramatically, as the once dominant Persian Empire retreated from the Aegean, while the Greek city-states, particularly Athens, underwent a radical transformation from defensive allies into rival imperial powers competing for regional hegemony. The war's aftermath saw the mass displacement of populations in Ionia and the destruction of Persian garrisons, forever altering the demographic and political fabric of the eastern Mediterranean coast. Long-term, this conflict catalyzed the Athenian Golden Age, as the influx of Delian League tribute funded the construction of the Parthenon, the rise of Sophocles, and the flourishing of classical philosophy and democracy. A critical post-war development was the rise of the Thucydides trap, where the rapid growth of Athenian power sparked intense anxiety in Sparta, directly setting the stage for the catastrophic Peloponnesian War starting in 431 BCE. Politically, the war solidified a distinct pan-Hellenic identity, creating a permanent cultural dichotomy between the Greek world and the barbarian East, a framing that has persisted in Western political discourse for over 2 millennia. As the conflict cooled, the Persian Empire adopted a strategy of soft power, utilizing its vast treasury to fund internal Greek rivalries, effectively keeping the city-states in a state of perpetual, destabilizing conflict. Today, the conflict is often cited in political theory as the foundational clash of civilizations, framing the struggle as a binary between Eastern autocracy and Western democratic ideals, a narrative that continues to influence modern strategic thinking. The lesson remains that military victory often sows the seeds of future instability, as the very alliance formed to defeat an external enemy became the catalyst for internal collapse and the eventual erosion of Greek unity. Before the wars, Greece was a collection of fragmented, often isolated city-states. After the conflict, it emerged as a nascent imperial power, fundamentally changing its relationship with the wider Mediterranean world forever. This three-part series has explored the evolution of the Greco-Persian Wars from a localized revolt in Ionia to a defining clash that permanently altered the trajectory of both the Achaemenid Empire and the burgeoning Greek city-states. Ultimately, the Greco-Persian Wars matter because they established the enduring template for how civilizations interact, compete, and define their own identities against each other, leaving a legacy that still resonates in our modern concepts of freedom and strategic defense. The story of the Greco-Persian Wars serves as a timeless reminder that the cost of victory is often the transformation of the victor into the very thing they once fought to overcome, a cycle of history that continues to repeat itself. History is not just a record of the past, but the mirror in which we see our own future, reminding us that the echoes of Marathon and Salamis still define the boundaries of our modern world. During the Egyptian expedition between 460 and 454 BCE, Athens suffered a disastrous naval defeat while attempting to support a local revolt against Persia, proving that even a rising imperial power was susceptible to overextension and catastrophic military failure. The Siege of Sestos in 478 BCE was a crucial tactical success for the Greeks, as it allowed them to seize control of the Hellespont, effectively cutting off Persian supply lines and securing a vital gateway between Europe and Asia. The Battle of the Eurymedon, fought around 466 BCE, stands as a testament to the peak of Athenian military capability, where Cimon led a decisive campaign that destroyed both the Persian fleet and a land army, neutralizing Persian naval power for decades. Finally, the legacy of this conflict is etched into the very architecture of Western history, as the democratic ideals forged in the heat of these wars became the bedrock of political philosophy, influencing governance and civic duty in societies across the globe today.